jolly good morning to you from it's before 7 o'clock, just about before sunrise, although I think if you stood on the top of that hill there, the sun will have be just poking over the horizon. Sunrise today here on the island of Menorca is 06:57 and I make it 06:54, so I'm not going to be quite up there in time for the sunrise, but as a follow-on to my other walk to Ciutadella, which should already be out, I'm going to continue on to Punta Nati today, and we'll start from Ciutadella. Not quite there yet. I've got to walk up to the top of the hill over there, and that's where this walk will probably start. I've already obviously covered this bit. If you like that and you click the like and subscribed and press the yellow button, then this video should have popped up as a suggestion for you. If you just randomly come across this video and want to go back and see the others, then please, as I say, click on subscribe and like if you like this, and go back and see some of the other videos I'm doing. I'm not really sure what's that Punta Nati, but I'm guessing it's a headland, some sort of point. And up there, that is Ciutadella, and from up there you get absolutely stunning views of the island. And as I say, that appears in my other video, so I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm slightly limited for time this morning, so I'll recommence the video from where I left it off a few days ago at the top of that hill. And the other day the water treatment plant didn't appear to be in operation, but trust me, I can both hear it and smell it this morning. It's definitely working today. So the sooner I get around this corner and over there, the better. You can just see the sunshine just starting to hit those rocks. I'm at the far western end of Minorca here, and so the sun is rising way over to my right there in the east. And I'm thinking that getting up to Ciutadella by sunrise probably would be a really good thing to do. I've not quite managed it today. I could have probably feasibly set off another 15 or 20 minutes earlier. You've got to bear in mind it was just very only just light when I set off. The first part of the walk is along streets with street lights and so on, so I reckon, yeah, probably 15 minutes earlier I could have just about made it for sunrise. But you don't really, unless you've got the right kit with lights and stuff, really want to be walking over here in the dark. Probably would not be a wise move, especially as I am today on my own. However, sunrise at Ciutadella was not the plan for today. There it is up there. Be up there shortly, and then can carry on from where I left off the other day. Beautiful, beautiful morning here. It's about mid-20 at the moment, going up to mid-30 later on, and I want to be back in the shade by a pool by the time it reaches those temperatures. Wow, that's quite a little yomp. And as you see, the sun is above the horizon there. Presuming that's Ciutadella over there. Please correct me if I'm wrong. The sun, the sky, everything looks absolutely stunning this morning. And this is where I got to the other day. Ciutadella. Views are absolutely spectacular, and couldn't really go any further. I came up much later in the day. The temperature was sky high and I didn't have any water with me, so into new territory now. It's approximately 4 kilometres or 2.5 miles to Punta Nata, and luckily there's these posts here. It's not always clear exactly which direction you're supposed to be going in. It's also clear that beyond Sa Falconera, which a lot of people must walk to, but don't go beyond, the obvious signs of people walking are less. The rocks and so on don't seem so shiny and worn here, so best thing to do is just follow those posts, one I can see directly ahead of me. So I'm going due east towards the other end of the island on the northern coast, or northwesterly coast really, I suppose. But yeah, once you get up here, it's a lot clearer where the pathway is prior to Sa Falconera, because that is a perfect little walk, especially in the morning there, up to the top of there and back again. I'll find my next post now. There it is. Right, it's a bit uneven just here. Love the sound of the sea. So quiet out here. There's no noise, modern noises out here. Music blaring out of anything. And just at sunrise, that's kind of a bit like sunset really. The morning golden hour really, although the golden will soon disappear. And just hear that sound of the sea. I don't know if that's coming across on the camera or not. What beautiful, beautiful scenery. Some hardy sheep out here grazing away. Don't know if they get along with their woolly coats later on in the day when it's in the 30s, but hey ho, they must be used to it. Don't know where their water supply is as well. Maybe there's a water trough where they get all the water they need from the somewhat limited vegetation just along here. You wonder. I don't know how these little animals manage it. I'm sure their British counterparts would struggle, but I guess. Hello? Who's this idiot? Shadow is still long. As I mentioned in my previous video, it does look like people come mountain biking over here. In fact, I can see some mountain bike tracks just in the dusty bits here. Yeah, you would need a decent mountain bike for this terrain, not some hybrid version or one from the lower end of the market, let's say, would need one that's capable of dealing with this. I wouldn't be doing it myself, I have to say, not these days. Well, great fun if you're going to. Saw a few heading out here on bikes the other day actually, and they did seem to have some pretty good ones that were going to do the job. So good job these posts are here actually. Down to 74 now on the numbering. I mean, it was 110 I think back at the first post that came through back at the beginning. I will have to find out where one is. I'm sure it must be beyond Puntanati. So many yachts sheltering in the little inlets. I mean, I don't think in the Mediterranean they can probably be anywhere better than Menorca for little inlets to drop anchor overnight safely. It's absolutely superb, and every one of these little inlets usually has got at least one yacht in it. Seems to be about 3 or 4, maybe possibly 5 there. I can only actually see 2 of them in full, but I'll see a few masts poking up. Luckily, hopefully it's not blowing too much on the microphone, but there's quite a nice breeze now put over the headland, so the breeze coming in from the east is making it quite a bit cooler, which is exactly what I need. Imagine living in here back in the day. Well, it's an absolutely stunning location, probably lacking a few amenities like all of them, but what a place. And I think you could put that in the category of a bit of a doer-upper. Hut or whatever, I guess. If anyone knows what these buildings actually are, Virginia Shepherds. Altogether sure how far from Puntanati I am now. A little sign with any distances on for quite a while, but I'd say I'm probably down to 2.5 kilometres to go, just a mile and a half, something like that. These posts seem to be counting down quite quickly now, so I'm wondering if that is in fact where the numbering ends. I'm at 61, as I say. I started off at 110. I'd have thought I'd gone more than well over halfway, but who knows? I won't be going further than Puntanati today anyway, that's for sure. And if there is further to go, that will be for another day, maybe another year, as I believe in this beautiful island. Day after tomorrow. bit of sense to moor up just down there. They're just sailing off now, actually. You would get that extra hour or so without the sun shining in and warming you all up in the morning after the sun has risen. Lovely walk, this, beautiful, not for the those with mobility issues for sure, but anyone with a reasonable mobility and a decent pair of shoes on, or walking shoes. I've got some light walking boots and they're perfectly adequate for this. Something slightly more heavy duty probably would be better, but these are okay. Well, Punta Nati, 2.6 kilometres, so I was about right, and Pontengil 2.8. On top of that I've come another probably 1 kilometre from when the path starts before you get to Pontengil. So yeah, 2.6 still to go. Better put the camera away, there's a bit of a rocky bit here to climb down. Con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue, la casa de la bachata. And so in the distance, I can see somebody running. Now, if you like running over rocky surfaces, like fell runners do in the UK and other such hardy people, then this would be an absolutely fabulous place to go running. Not something, even in my wildest days of running and so on, would I have run across this, because I know exactly what would happen to my ankles. But I see a guy coming now in the opposite direction, and fair play to him. Around here too much because it's bound to have lots of mosquitoes lurking about, but I found some water, and if the sheep know the way here, they'll be fine. Not sure if that's there's a pipe there actually. I'm not sure if that's natural water. I'm guessing it is actually, and that pipe pumps it off somewhere else, presumably, so those sheep in the fields further away can have a drink. But yeah, I'm not hanging around there. There's bound to be lots of mosquitoes hanging about that. Now, what makes me wonder here, that guy, unless he came running over here in the direction I'm going now in the pitch dark, must have joined this path somewhere else, maybe going in some kind of circular. So when I get to Punta Nati, was it Nata? Nati. I'll be having a little check on the map and maybe take a different route back. If that's the case, then this video will continue on slightly longer than it otherwise would do. If I just go back the way I've come, then I shall call it a day when I get there and just walk back. Unless of course I see anything interesting along the way, which is more than possible. It's very surprising actually when you do an out and back walk, what you miss on the outbound that you see on the inbound. Never even noticed it. Another doer-upper. Yeah, that guy running, I mean, you've got to be confident in your abilities. My knees wouldn't be up to it these days, but that guy had at least 20 years on me. Probably 30 actually. And yeah, you wouldn't really be wanting to turn your ankle up here. I'm guessing if I walk back this way, I'll pass quite a few people that haven't set off quite as early as me, heading on out this way. But as I anticipated, I wasn't expecting to see too many people at this early hour. But interestingly, did see him coming in the other direction, so I should investigate that once I get to my end point. Absolutely gorgeous time of day this. Fresh from waking up. The breeze is relatively cool. I say relatively cool, it's still warm, but it's not like walking into a hairdryer or anything like that. It's a slight little hint of cool in there. Hope it's not sounding like it's a gale force wind on the video, because it's certainly not. It does often sound a lot windier when you video these things, but it's a good job these posts are here at times, otherwise you just kind of wouldn't know exactly which direction you're supposed to be going in. Now, there is a reasonably clear path here. However, if there weren't posts, I guess there wouldn't be a reasonably clear path, because people would be taking lots of different windy routes across here, and you wouldn't develop a trodden down bit, if you like. I see the posts all the way along there. And someone else coming in the other direction, this time on a bike, so one of the hardy mountain bikers has arrived. So they've clearly joined from the other end of this path, so I should be investigating that as a turn this into an out and back walk, into a circular walk. I'll just see what the potential for that is once I get to the end. But he certainly hasn't cycled out this way in the dark, that's for sure. Need to make sure we brought a puncture repair kit as well. That song by Simon and Garfunkel, The Sound of Silence. You just stop for a moment, let you breathe in, go back to normal. Just it's a gentle sound of the wind blowing through the grass. You can hear waves breaking on the rocks ahead of me. Probably about just under a mile now to go. 1.6 kilometres, I would say. So last little blast to the end, potentially the end of this walk. Just over there somewhere. This is a truly breathtaking place with gorgeous walks. Of course, the bonus is that it's just peace and tranquility. There's no noise, there's no noisy people doing noisy things. Come across a couple of guys this morning out here, and I guess as the day goes on, come across some more, but it's never ever going to be busy up here. Pathway seems to follow that wall, so I need to get back over this way. You're not that close to the coast for a lot of it. You can walk over to it if you wish, but when you step away from the kind of defined footpath, if you like. It's even more uneven. So I'm guessing this is walk number 10, and it looks like 16 now I'm down to, so I think number 1 will be my destination, which I'm surprised about actually, but there you go. Camí de Cavals, GR223, don't know what all that means, but if you Google that, I dare say it'll bring it up. In the context of Menorca, it's probably some maps online that will show you precisely where I've walked here, and I'm guessing I'm finishing up over there, but where that lighthouse is, but we shall see. Normally have lighthouses at points, headlands and so on. As always, I've not really done my homework where it is I'm walking. It's just find something interesting on a map or somewhere that looks interesting and just follow my nose, really. So the next post has got to. Where are we? Must be over there somewhere. Must be hidden. One thing I've noticed as I've got nearer to the end, which is also the beginning, if you start from the other end, how much more worn the path is. So obviously a lot of people do start the walk from 1 rather than, I don't know, it's on about 110 I think on the marker posts. And don't go the whole way, just start at the beginning and go and walk along for a little while and then go back again, a little bit like I did on my other video to South Falconera. I'm sure a lot of people get up as far as that and head back, because it's quite a haul, and certainly once that sun gets up a bit higher it'll be very hot on here today. Which is why I set off as early as I did. So yeah, it's until I'm coming towards the end, or the beginning of the end. That middle section really quite flat, where the sheep were. Probably the least attractive part of the walk as well. So yeah, but all of it's gorgeous, really. So it's coming up to 8 AM now, and just coming towards the end of what I think will be the end of the walk. As I say, I'm going to make a decision once I get down here, down to number 4 on the post. So I'm guessing where that gate just down there will be 0, number 1, and Pontanati is there. Where the lighthouse is, I'll wander down to it, have a little look around, and then decide what to do with regards to walking back. If I walk back the way I've just come, I'll just add in a few little bits and pieces here that I see along the way. If I take a different route back, then this video will carry on for a little bit longer. So I guess you'll find this out in a matter of seconds, when I've decided in a matter of minutes what I'm going to do. But I did notice people walking down from over that direction on what appears to be a road, so I'm just going to have a little play with a couple of apps I've got to see where it sends me, or where it potentially can send me as an alternative route back. As wonderful as that walk was, it's nice to add in something else to the walk by turning it into a circular walk rather than an out and back. But out and I'd be more than happy just to go back the way I came, to be fair. It's beautiful along there. Right, let's get down to that lighthouse. I'm sure there's going to be some stunning views down there. Just realised I thought I was recording pontifications back there about what I was going to do next, but it looked like the camera wasn't recording. So here we are, Fada Punta Nati. Authorised personnel only. So it's an active lighthouse. I can see the wheel turning. Looks like you can clamber over this bit here. Rude not to. Anyway, what I was saying, and talking to myself, was I was going to look on Google Maps and a couple of other apps to see which the best thing to do would be, and it's I would say the best thing to do is going to go back the way I came. It's probably slightly quicker and shorter than going via the road. Don't really like walking along roads anyway. I'm not too sure what's along the road. It goes via Ciutadella, which I would like to do a separate video on at some point. I certainly don't have time to do that today, so unless I can stop there and have a look properly, it's not really worth it. So I'm going to go back the way I came. I will concentrate on just walking on the way back, and I'll add in a few little bits along the way, things I see that I didn't see coming in this direction. But oh, an absolutely stunning place. I do find it quite incredible that some people come to beautiful islands like this and barely leave the confines of their accommodation. And in fact, some literally do stay inside the entire time. But of course, your holiday is your holiday. If that's what you want to do, that's entirely up to you, of course. But I just find it incredible to miss out on the opportunity to see some of these places. And this is interesting, whatever it is. There's not a sign here telling you anything. Looks like almost like fortifications of some description. I'm not going to get too close to the edge, but you don't really want to be falling down there. Right, so that's it. Punta Nati via, or from today's video at least, started off at Sa Falconera. There is a video on that initial section out to Sa Falconera. Ended up being 2 videos instead of 1. I'm going to head back now. Just going to sit in the shade for a few minutes at least and take on a bit of water. It's starting to get quite warm, so I want to press on and get back from this absolutely beautiful remote part of Minorca. And apart from a handful of people I've seen, it's been complete tranquility. So I'll head back. I'll just add in a few bits as I'm going. You can just see well, it won't come out on the camera I'm sure, but you can just see Minorca, the northern tip of Minorca over there. Another beautiful island. It's hardly a guy than me that can do this. It's starting to get pretty warm now. The guy looks like a whippet, mind you. What a way to keep fit, eh? Across here. Fantastic. Right, so probably about a mile out of the 5 miles or so back under my belt. And it's actually nice to have the sun behind on the way back. Everything seems to be much clearer, better clarity. Through my eyes at least. I don't know what the camera's doing. And up to number 14 on the posts. And as I say, I think at the other end it gets to about 110, something along those lines. So a little way to go yet. Oh yes, this wall is a bonus again. Bit of a shelter from the sunshine. And unfortunately it's also sheltering from the breeze, which seems to be coming over from the kind of the east there. But just walking here, just how you think of the Spanish islands, the Balearic Islands, as being so commercialised and touristy and what have you. Yet you can come to these parts of them here. Where I'm now, sorry, it's a bit wobbly, it's quite uneven underfoot here. How very, very, very undeveloped parts of these islands actually are when you scratch below the surface of the main tourist resorts. And you often think of high-rise hotels and so on. Well, there's nothing really that high-rise here in Menorca in any case. Even in the busiest resorts, everything's pretty low to the ground, low key, and it's a fairly low key type of holiday, really catering for families with children at the younger end of the scale, I'd say. But for anybody that wants to come here and get out in nature, do some walking, mountain biking, I'm sure there's places where you could hire some good quality mountain bikes. And what a place. Absolutely fantastic. Post number 31, so yeah, not quite broken the back of the return leg yet, but getting there. Got to get over that hill yet, over in the distance. That's where is that Sa Falconera up the top there? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it looks a lot nearer than it actually is. Distances out here are a bit deceiving. I seem to be see that lighthouse for ages and ages and ages, and it never seemed to get any nearer. Can't see it at all now as it happens, but there you go. So I've seen a few more people walking along here, but still not too many. Once I get past Sa Falconera, there'll be quite a few more, I should think. They've come out for a nice Saturday morning stroll into this beautiful countryside. I'd imagine in the more out of season times of year, out of the very, very hot summer months, it's even more popular over here. It can be a little bit harsh this time of year, particularly if you don't set off before sunrise like I did this morning. But one thing's for sure, a sun lounger is going to be seeing a lot of my backside later on once I get back. This will be 10 miles, I think, time I get back. I just checked my step count and pedometer thing at the lighthouse, and it was on round about 5 miles, 8 kilometres and 20,000 steps. So I'm expecting that to more or less double on the way back. It would make sense. Okay, let's press on. Where are we going? Over here. I'm sure when I check my footage of the outbound walk, this will appear on it. For the life of me, I don't remember this, walking past this. I'm sure, well, I did do, but I don't remember seeing it. Getting back to the little mosquito spring soon. I shan't be hanging around there. Did look like a place where you could fill your water bottle up, but how clean the water is, anyone's guess. It looked alright though. It looked like it was just coming out of the rocks. So filtered for 10,000 years, should be okay. Guys have found the water. I've noticed this the first time. There is actually a concrete water trough there that has been set up to collect the water as it comes out of the rocks. Well, as I say, I'm not going to hang around too long here because this seems to be the home to a few mosquitoes as well. See you guys, I'm out of here. I've got my water in a bottle. Number 50. Right, so the pedometer, step counter, whatever you want to call it, walking app, it's telling me up an 8.3 miles, which is about 13 kilometres approximately. So I reckon on about 2 more miles I'll be back. South Falcon is just at the top, which is where this video officially started from, although I did a little bit ahead of that. There is a video from the resort to South Falcon. There's a separate video that should already be out. So, making progress, getting back. It's starting to get really warm now. It's getting on for 10 o'clock. So I'll hopefully be on a sun lounger by 11 at the latest. And in the pool. Oh yes. And here we are, probably 3 hours later or so, back at South Falcon. Absolutely beautiful spot just here, as shown on the other video. Well, that's it from me today. I'm going to walk back to the resort, which is just around that rocky headland to the left. As I say, it's all on the other video anyway, from this falcon's nest. I bid you farewell. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as I say, if you did like it, please subscribe if you want to see some more. Press the yellow bell if you want to be notified when other videos come out. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all again soon. Cheers for now. Bye bye.